York.
With his country facing a shortage of ammunition and losses on the battlefield, Ukraine's foreign minister came to New York with a message.
Those who say that Ukraine just needs to negotiate with Russia and end the war are either ill-informed or never followed what happened between 2014 and 2022. During that 8 years, Ukraine and Russia held approximately 200 rounds of peace negotiations in various formats and made 20 ceasefire agreements. All of these peace efforts ended 2 years ago.
At the United Nations on Friday, it was all about Ukraine and its allies pushing the conflict back to the top of the global agenda, and again calling out Russia.
If Putin were to eke out some kind of win, the rest of the world would suffer too. What starts in Ukraine would not end there. Putin could easily apply his distortions of history elsewhere, such as Moldova or the Baltic states, and others will be emboldened to turn to fighting when it suits them. No country with a large aggressive neighbor would be safe.
Russia's ambassador blasted the UN proceedings as a charade.
I think for anyone who is capable of independent, unbiased analysis of the situation, it is obvious that the topic under discussion today at the United Nations General Assembly has nothing to do with reality and serves solely to promote a political agenda.
Later in the day, ambassadors gathered at the Security Council for yet another photo op for Ukraine and its allies to show unity. Inside the council, the Secretary General reminded diplomats of the human toll of the war. 4 million Ukrainians internally displaced and 14.5 million people inside the country in need of humanitarian assistance.
2 years on, and a decade since Russia's attempted illegal annexation of Ukraine's autonomous Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol, the war in Ukraine remains an open wound at the heart of Europe.
While there were a lot of speeches here at the UN, there were no signs of any foreseeable action on how to bring an end to the conflict. A diplomatic breakthrough seems as far away today as it was 2 years ago. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations in New York.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.